Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my Instagram peeps. I did a really pretty filter for you this morning. And good morning, my Facebook peeps. So I did some reading in my book this morning. And it's a happy, happy day here at the Grist House because my babies are home today for the rest of the week. So Kayla's at school now. She gets out early because she has dual enroll, so she has her college class today. Ryan, of course, got his wake up before I went live, so he's slowly waking up for the morning. But this is our long week. Hi, Deborah. We haven't chatted in so long. We have our long week with them, so they are home now until they go to school on Monday, and then they go back to their dad. So happiness for this mama. So anyways, I did some more reading in my book, Good Morning, Mom. And today's chapter, good morning, Amy. Today's chapter was how we actually develop this people-pleasing habit at a young age, like sometimes as a child. And they say that a lot of times the habit gets formed from, hey, Yvonne, how are you? And the habit gets formed from us getting some sort of feedback that makes us feel good when we say the word yes. So then that habit gets formed to say it. And the crazy thing as I was reading this is it was saying that a lot of times, and after I read it, I was like, oh my God, that's me. A lot of times you say yes out of habit before even thinking about what they're asking you for, what they're asking you to do, and how that's going to affect you. I was like, oh my God, that's so me. Because I'll say yes, hey Vic, I'll say yes before I even realize how it's going to affect me. So I read a part in here, I'm looking for it. Okay, here I have a tip for you guys. I don't know why I just did with my tongue. I have no idea. I guess my shake tastes really good today. So I'm going to move that out of the way so I don't knock it over. I don't want to spill it again. So it was saying that there's some small steps that you can take to help you with the habit, because being a people pleaser and being a yes person is a habit. So I have a tip, and I want you to try to implement it on how to get rid of that habit of constantly saying yes, sometimes without even thinking about it, without even realizing you're saying yes, without even giving any thought. So it says, for example, in the beginning, just focus on not saying yes immediately. I was like, okay, I could do that. I've been focusing on that. I can continue to focus on that. So basically, how to not say yes immediately is to give yourself like a few minutes to consider what they're asking you for, what they're requesting of you. And give yourself a little bit of time to think about it and see what they're requesting, okay? And how it's going to impact your day, how it's going to impact, your week, whatever they're asking you for. They might be asking for more than just a day of help. So you have to give yourself a minute to think, give yourself a minute to take in what they're saying and think about what they're asking and how it's going to affect you. And then it says, so examine the reason why you want to say yes. This was the big one when I read it. It's telling you to examine why you want to say yes, okay? Knowing your why for all things in life is big. Why I'm doing this lifestyle journey that I'm doing. If I don't focus on my why and know my why, it's going to be way easier to wake up and not put these workout clothes on. It's going to be way easier to wake up and stay in my pajamas. So you have to know your why with things in life. And this book is even just reiterating that you need to know your why. So it was saying, let's see, know your reason that you're inclined to say yes. Are those reasons valid? So here's an example. Do you desire the person that's requesting it from you? Hey, Kirsty, do you desire their approval? If you desire their approval, that's why you're saying yes. Because when we would say yes, remember growing up, if you said no, you were told as a kid, no is not nice. It is not nice to say no. Don't say no, right? Give me thumbs up and hearts if you heard that when you were little. So from a very, very young age, we're taught that no is a negative thing. No is not good to say to people. Okay? So a lot of this people pleasing, being a yes person is a habit from being little. Hi, Laura. From being young, because we're constantly told, don't say no, don't say no. I told my kids that too, when they would be like, no. What we want to do is to tell them it's not nice to be fresh. Because there's nothing wrong with saying no to people. But we didn't verbalize that in a good manner to our children. It wasn't verbalized to us in a good manner when we were children. And that's why we're people pleasers. That's why we always want to say yes. Because we're told no. So like if we were little and somebody wanted, give me your cup or give me your binky or whatever. No. Because we're trying to say, I want to keep it. But we're so young, we don't know how. And then we're told, don't say no. It should be, don't be fresh. So that's where this habit comes from. And then it also comes from because we would say no and get a bad reaction, and then we would just say okay or yes and get a good reaction. So we always want that good reaction from people. So it says to examine the reason, and is it because you want their approval? For some reason, do you need that person to validate your sense of self-worth or your just sense of worth in general? So if saying yes to them makes you feel worthy, makes you feel like part of the group, is that another thing? You just saying yes makes you part of their circle because it makes you where they are. So say they're asking you for a ride because them and two of their friends want to go somewhere. Are you just saying yes so then you feel like you're part of their crew? Because that crew's using you for a ride. But some people want a sense of worth and a sense of approval from somebody. They'll say yes whether they're being used or not. And you need to understand that. Let's see. So our automatic of saying yes is prompt. Prompt by motivation. So we need to figure out what the motivation is, what the why is, why we're so quick to say yes. So first, you're going to think about and take a minute and take in what they're asking. How's that going to affect your day? How's that going to affect your mood? Then you're going to think about why you want to say yes so quickly to this person. Is it for a sense of belonging? Is it for a sense of approval? That's going to help us to take care of reversing the habit. It says it's easy to reverse the habit you've developed over years of repeat application. But it can be done. Oh, sorry, it's not easy, but it can be done. The first and arguably most important step is to recognize the habit exists. So after reading this today and after us talking about it, I have a call to action. And this is what I want us to do to try this out, to see if the habit actually exists. When people call you today and tomorrow, but mainly today, and they ask you things, I want you, every time you're on a phone conversation with somebody today, I want you to take the time to really focus on the conversation and take the time to really focus on if they ask you for a favor and how quick you are to say yes. So you need to be dialed in when you're having your conversations and be focused on you and what's going on. Hey, Laura. And then that way you can see more if this is a habit. So then that way we could take the step that I already showed to get rid of that habit. I think most of us that are on here right now have that habit. That's why we're on here chatting. So let's focus on not saying yes right away. But let's also, I'm kind of excited to see, I hope somebody calls me and asks me for a favor today, because I'm kind of excited to see if right away I would say yes, because I used to, and I've been working on it, and I've been trying really hard to not say yes right away, so I want to see if I've been doing better at it. So that is what I have for you today. Yep, Vicky says she definitely has the habit, so that's something that you're going to work on today, Vicky, so we can get rid of that habit and put yourself back in the priority. You should be your number one. So I hope everybody has a great day. I am going to go and make sure Ryan is up. I made this live a little bit faster so I can make sure he's out of bed on time and not rushing. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.